Warning, this podcast may not be suitable for listeners under the age of 17 due to graphic language, problematic statements, and the fact that we just don't give a fuck.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Miko, one half of A Couple Joints podcast. This is episode number 13, and we are here at
HDE Luxury Studios.
I'm sitting next to the
lovely Marquita.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that's how you would like to be introduced.
Right, what was you about to say?
I was about to say DeJohn. Naive. Oh, sorry. But, so I was sitting home the other day, right? Flicking through the channels, trying to find something to watch. I didn't know that Jerry Springer still was on.
Yeah.
So I tried to get into it. It's not like
it's
used to.
It's not the same.
Not the same at all.
Probably because you're older and more mature. I can't get with Jerry Springer no more.
Nah, I can't. I watched it for a while, but it just seemed like everyone was just like yelling.
That's all they do. And I just feel like it's not the same as far as back in the day when they used to like really throw down.
Oh yeah, they used to get it in.
Yeah, they used to like really, really fight. And then I think another thing that made me stop believing is that at one point in time, it was like this whole big thing that the people were being paid to come on.
Oh yeah, I did remember hearing that. But what I don't like now is like they do the bell. It'd be like ding, ding, ding. It'd be going at it.
The bell was always there.
No, it wasn't there back in the day.
Yes, it was too.
No, not in the back in the day.
Bro,
they just incorporated that.
No,
like,
that bell was always there. I'm pretty sure it was always there.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I am.
I don't believe you. You gotta pull up some facts. I feel like they just put that in like in the 2000s or something like that. Maybe like the mid or something like. I don't know, but I'm telling you, I don't remember that bell being in there. But
see, a lot of these clips is like 3 minutes long. I'm not about to.
No, yeah, you're not going to find it because it's new.
It's not new. This is when they redid it. I bet you they're gonna ring the bell.
That's a new one. That's a whole new set. That's not the original.
Her weave is horrible.
I mean, it always is. But yo, I'm pretty sure. I was sitting there watching and I'm like, yo, Jerry, old as shit.
Yeah, he was always old.
Like, is he ever going to retire?
Well, that's the thing. Like, you know that he was initially into politics.
Yeah.
And then he went over.
That's a hell of a career change.
Yeah, but he's making money. He's been making money. It's like it's been a steady flow because it's always going to be a new generation that feed into the bullshit.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah, but yo, they used to get it in. Like, remember, what was that? The young boy. It was a girl, but he was tricking people, making them think that he was a guy. And wasn't he from Philly? It was a young.
That like it's a million episodes like that. I can't even tell you. I can't tell you. That's
Reno. Was it Reno?
It was Reno. No, wait. I think it was Reno.
Yeah. Yo.
But then it also makes you question, like, is it actually real? Because for real, like, that's my community. Never come across Reno. And I mean,
really?
like, yeah, never.
But
so, what?
But that was like in the early 2000s. Like,
right, it was in the early 2000s. But you also have to remember this is that I started clubbing and stuff like that, I think around the age of like 16. So this is back in the day when you pay the guy at the front door and they let you in and, you know, it's a whole bunch of different ages.
But would he be in the same club scene as you?
That's what I'm saying. When it comes to our clubs, it's only but so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've been in, you know, the more decent places. I've been in the more seedy clubs. Mm-hmm. Like, we used to go to all of them. We used to jump around. Then on top of that, we had, like, a couple of them that would get shut down by the cops.
Oh, they was in there.
Yeah, like it was like a floating club that would, like, jump around the city. And you would have to wait for word of mouth to figure out where the next location was. And then everybody would go to the location. This is not like 20, 30 people. Like, this is a real club, a real setup. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like that was just the way it was.
And so, you never saw?
Never, ever.
So you think it was fake? I don't really think it was fake back then. I think it's more scripted now.
I don't watch now, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I stopped watching it a few years ago.
It was iconic, though.
It was what?
Iconic.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Because, like, when we was in school, I don't know if they did it at other schools, but like when beef happened in the classroom, you know what I'm talking about?
When they be like,
Jerry.
oh
Jerry,
hell yeah, or be like some old crazy off the wall type shit going on. They'd be like, yeah, you need to go to the Jerry Springer show.
We had like this one like real fat white kid. He wasn't like really really fat, but he was like pudgy and round, and his hair was so blonde that it like blended in with his scalp. So he'd be like, Steve. Like he was the Steve of the class. Dumb as dog shit, but he played that role of
Steve. Stepped it up and got his own show. I ain't like that show though. I couldn't get into it. It was just too much negative. For me. It was too real for me. Like I didn't want to sit and watch nobody get a lie detector test to determine if they were messing with a little kid. Yeah, like, I couldn't get into that.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
I mean, I know that's what happens, but I don't need to see it. You know what I mean?
I think that sometimes you need that reality check because
I know it's there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you said, you don't need to see it. You don't want to see it and stuff like that. Like for me, like motherfuckers need to be put on blast. Like the world needs to see the monster that you are. Like that shit's fucking important to me. So I never got into the show for the same exact reasons, but for the people that's like, you know, really into it, let it rock for them.
Is it still on? I don't think it's still on.
I don't fucking know because I never watched it.
But I always wanted to go to the Jerry Springer show, but they would, like, I signed up because it's on my bucket list, right? Right. So I signed up to get free tickets. They never sent me an email saying you can come to the show. They always sent me tickets to the Steve Wilco. Like, I don't like you like that, like, but or Maury.
Yeah, I definitely do Maury.
I can still get into that.
And you know what I love about Maury is that like Maury be on fucking Twitter trolling the shit out of people.
He do?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't be on Twitter.
Yeah, like sometimes people will screenshot and they'll post it like on another branch of social media. So like, let's say a rapper got a model pregnant, and they'd be like, "I want a DNA test." Maury will bust on the scene on Twitter, like come to my show, such and such. Not even. He won't even say come to my show. He'd be like, such and such. You need DNA test? You know we got you free. Don't even worry about it. And you just be like, Uncle Maury.
But that show started to get a little crazy too when the females be having like 20 dudes. Yeah. Come on, like you trifling.
Yeah. So there was this one time, and I never actually admitted this to anybody. There was this one girl that got like 10 niggas tested, and I would be so hyped every time she would come back on the show because I thought that she was just so pretty, and I'd be like, oh man, she's back.
She a hoe.
Yeah. But that made me wonder, like, let's be honest here.
Was it real?
No, was it real. Do you not know the timeline of when you slept with all these different niggas? Because you can only get pregnant in a certain amount of time during a month. Like, I think it's like 2 or 3 days or some shit like that. You're not fucking 10 niggas in 2 days. If you are, you a beast.
Hella beast.
But like, it's so many girls, and like, do you just not know the time period? Like,
maybe a lot of people don't really. A lot of
keep
females,
track.
They don't really know how their body works. So I think some people, like ignorant people, just think they don't really know, like, okay, you have to be ovulating to get pregnant. You know what I mean? They just think
they can
that
get pregnant any time of the month.
Exactly.
Right. And a lot of them don't even be knowing they're pregnant right away.
So that's probably why a lot of these girls like run like a ton of niggas in. Because they don't know. Yeah. Which is stupid. You know what I mean? But a lot of them are young on there. Yeah. I think.
You want somebody guess? Are we're going to get into the little fat kids who moms?
I let my baby eat whatever he wants to eat. Oh yeah, that's the Maury show.
Yeah, they would be on Maury.
They didn't play none of those episodes in like a minute.
Yeah, that was when it was real. And
the baby be like eating cheeseburgers, pizza, like on the screen.
Oh God, that's sad anxiety. Though. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know where like that comes from where you just have no control over your child. That goes from the eating to those badass little kids that end up in boot camp.
Some of them, they used to have to put like a lock on a refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do understand how you can become addicted to food, because a few months ago, like I was really like addicted to eating. Like I would just be bored and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go eat something.
A lot of people are like that.
And looking back at my pictures from the summer, I was like, my face was like chubby as shit. Like, looked like I was pregnant. But it took like 2 weeks to break it.
That's normal. Real. That's a normal cycle of how long it takes to stop the cravings.
It was like real. Like, I would be up to like 4 o'clock in the morning just fucking.
Some people are just emotional eaters, but that's the thing about it, is that you're not talking about able-bodied adult. You're talking about a child of 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old that has to depend on their parent, and their parent is just shoving food their way. Like, that, there's an issue there. Not with the child. The issue is with the child, of course, but with the parent, like, there's an even bigger problem there.
Because they introduced the kids to that lifestyle.
Right. The same way it's problem with those little girls, those little 10-year-old girls with the tube tops and the lipstick. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my goodness, like, the little girls.
I do whatever I want.
They about like as big as a stick.
Yeah, my mom can't stop me. I beat that bitch ass if I had the chance. And then the mom be on stage crying and shit.
And they be laughing and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the crowd be like, oh boo. And they come out like, was like a little walkway down the steps, fucking flipping everybody the bird. Fuck you can't tell me what to do. And you be like, yo, you're 7. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Or the episode when they're like, is it a man?
Yeah, or
a woman.
Yeah.
And they hold the signs up.
And then the crowd, like, when they get it wrong, they be so disappointed. Like, I knew I had that one.
I used to be into that. At home, like, it's a man, and be mad when I got it wrong. So I felt the pain.
You ever see the episodes where they had like the opposite couples, where it would be like the couples would be from one extreme to the next? So at one point in time, it was like this executive business dude. He was black, but he was dating a porn star.
Nah.
Yo, that shit was so real. He was just like, I just fell in love with her from the second I seen her. I just fucking fell in love with her.
Yeah, those videos.
Yeah, that's like, it's like
back blown out.
It's almost like permanent role play, because like stereotypically, like, this is the field that she's in and stuff like that. I mean, I just wonder, did you make her stop, or did she continue to work?
Could you date a porn star?
Could I date a porn star? I had a porn star slide in my DM.
But would you be able to like to be in a relationship with a porn star?
I never gave her the time of day.
So that's a no.
That's a no.
A stripper?
I did date a stripper before.
How was that?
She was dumb as bricks.
Why you just got like quiet? You just got like real shy.
The thing about, like, I wouldn't date a porn star. Like, I just can't. That's too much for me. As far as stripper goes, like, when she got off a stage, she was a normal person. She was a regular person. I never went to go see her in the club. No, none of that. When I seen her and I was with her and, you know, we was chilling and stuff like that. Like, we would go out and everything. So she was just a regular person.
Was it that around the time when that T-Pain song was out?
Yes.
And that probably was your John, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was okay, but that shit didn't make me think about her.
I can't.
Date a stripper?
Stripper, porn star, none of that.
Not even a stripper?
Mm-mm.
What about, like, one of those bottle service girls?
That's different.
Yeah, but they be the ones.
The ones that what?
In
the champagne room?
No, not the champagne room, but the bottle service people, like, they be the better looking ones for me.
Yeah.
They do. Like, even, because I told you, V Lounge, I seen the strippers. I only seen, like, maybe 1 or 2 strippers that I thought was attractive. And one of the girls, every time she went to go dance, she had to take her glasses off. So that was, like, real weird. Like, she had the moves like Jagger. She was climbing up that pole and I got her on my story. Like, she had every flip, trip, dip. But then when she got off stage, her glasses was sitting on the side of the stage.
Wait.
And that shit was crazy.
Look,
and I was
got
like,
a story.
What in the 4 eyes?
I got a story about a stripper in glasses, right? So this is when I was living in South Philly, right across the bridge, Purple Orchard, right?
Yeah.
So this is back when I was with my son's father. We went over there and we were just like, it wasn't shit to do. So we just went over there and we sat at the bar, we're drinking. As soon as we sit down, they come walking over to you. So it's just...
for the dances?
Yeah, to get the ones.
Yeah.
So she was not attractive at all. This white Joan, like sloppy and everything, right? So she walked over. She like, I like your glasses. I was like, yeah, thank you. She's like, yeah, mine are on layaway. I still need a couple of more dollars to get it, to get them out. She was like, can you tip me? Good thing, because I don't like strip clubs has like good wings. Like
you're not there for you're there for a purpose, but it's not exactly
for the wings.
Right.
And the drinks.
So God damn it.
So I'm glad that he was with me because he was like, we ain't gonna give you no ones. He was like, get on stage, or when you get on stage, then you come back. As soon as she walked away, we just left that joint because that was like I wouldn't go back there. That was like something we just went to just to go.
Wait a minute. You know that place across the street, Dreams?
Dreams from where?
Dreams is right across the street. It's in the same complex. Dreams is towards the back of the wall. It's blue and white. It has this big blue and white sign.
You're talking about
yeah, right there. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Dreams?
Yeah, over by Jerry's Corner, like that section right there.
Right, but it's all in the same joint.
Yeah.
So me and my ex went over there, right? We was like, oh, we're going to go over there and see what they got. So they said that they had like live girls there. So we was like, oh, this must be one of those joints where like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like,
you was thinking about a movie?
The peep they got the movies, which is really disgusting.
No, I'm thinking like how
the peep shows, like how the little joint pop up and like the girls start dancing, whatever. So we thought it was like that. So the girl was like, oh, well, I'll just take y'all. It's both of y'all, right? We're like, yeah, we're together. She's like, oh, well, I'll just take y'all to the back. All right, cool. So we're hyped, like, oh man, this is gonna be so entertaining. Like, I've never been to a place like this before. Boy, when we got back there, it was this little room and it was a cot in there. And when we walked in the room, we was like, why are we in here? She was like, okay, so I have prices if you want me to just do one of y'all. I have prices for both of y'all. I have prices if you just want to touch me. And I was all like, is this prostitution? Is that what this is right now? I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is not what I signed up for. Yo, it was so weird because when it was happening, it was just like a shock, like a huge culture shock.
So fast.
Yo, because we both was on the same page, like, oh man, it's a live show. That was straight, let me get you off real quick. Pay me my money and go get in your car.
Wait, let me tell you about the time when we accidentally ended up on the Hostro over down in North. What is that, Huntington Park?
Mm-hmm. Huntington Park.
So we're driving, me and my cousin and my sister. I don't know how we ended up over there, but I was in the back seat and I'm looking around. I was like, yo, wait a second. Is that a prostitute? Because you know how they walk and everything, and then they looking at every car that go back,
they gotta make
go by. So I'm like, yo, yeah, I really think, and I was so excited because I never experienced anything like that before.
Just on HBO?
Just on HBO, but not in real life. So I'm like, oh my God, look at that. Look at her. Look at that. So we start beeping the horn, and then my sister rolled down the window talking about something. Hey, come here. My cousin pulled over and shit, and they start walking over to the car, and then they pull off. I was like, all right, now y'all taking it a little bit too far.
That's fucked up.
But yo, like I was
really, make their money.
I was really like hyped, like, oh my God, like this is real life.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it, is that like in the movies they glamorize it, but that shit is like crazy.
Yeah, they look like trash, and people be out there pulling them.
Yeah.
Like, remember the boy off of 13th Street? They used to be standing on the corner in that little block.
There was a whole bunch of them. There was like 4 of them.
He would have his shirt rolled up.
That's what they did. Yeah, they would have their shirts rolled up because they wasn't
it's cold as shit outside.
The ones that would be on 13th Street downtown. They were of a different caliber.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to, put their shit out there a different way.
Yeah,
it's real. I've seen it before. I've seen it, like, it's very, very sad because, like, I've actually been, and people judge all they want, but I think I might have even told you, like, when it comes to, like, the young trans youth, like, they're turned away by their family, stuff like that, and they end up hooking. And, somebody that I went to high school with ended up in that predicament, and I didn't even know until I was sitting in the hotel, and it was like a phone call. Hey, I got a client coming. And I'm like, what is going on? I think I probably was like 15 or 16 at this point in time.
And the girl was the same age as you?
I think like a year or two older than me. But wow. The saddest part about it is that, like, well, people won't hire us. Like, this is the problem. Like, I can't even get a job at Walmart. How am I supposed to survive? And, like, it's very troubling, very, very troubling. But yeah, damn, we just went so far. That got dark so fast.
But no, so when I was like looking at clips of Jerry Springer, because I went in a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It's some black lady. She has like a British accent or something like that.
Oh, the light-skinned black lady?
Is she light-skinned or is she like caramel?
She like around my complexion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
So it was.
I like her.
It was this 13-year-old little girl on there, right? And she's on there with her grandmom. So it was twins. So she had a twin sister. The one of the sisters, she's a lesbian. She's a stud. Mm-hmm. Then the other sister, she's prostituting. She's talking about some. They're like, what you do with your money? I get my nails done and get my hair done and buy some clothes or whatever. She said that she slept with a 60-something-year-old. It's like, damn. And she's on there like laughing, like thinking it's like cute and funny.
Oh yeah, nah, that's very troubling.
It is. It's like something
I thought
happened.
That we were reversing out of the dark turn, but we just went deeper into it. I thought we were like veering away from it. Like, nah, that shit's very sad. Very sad.
Yeah, it is.
That lifestyle.
But that's what most of the those talk shows are about, like that ratchet talk show thing.
Her show isn't her show isn't ratchet.
Oh, that was just one clip.
Yeah, nah. The British lady, like, nah, I've watched her shit quite a few times. Like, her shit is not ratchet at all. Like, she actually has, because when I used to work in a group home, we used to watch it there. Mm-hmm. And, like, her shit was pretty decent. Like, there was one lady on there. She was white. She was racist. Her daughter was, of course, white, but was married to a black man. Mm-hmm. Yo, she was checking that lady left and right. Checking her left and right. It was just like, you have a fucking grandchild. Like, your grandchild is going to see this. They're going to know that you have some type of animosity. And I was like, you get her. You let her know what it is.
So when you start hollering at the TV.
I mean, it's not always about, ratchet shit 24/7. It's a whole bunch of other talk shows that, like, I fuck with so much more harder. I don't think they should have ever canceled Queen Latifah.
I never watched it.
Yo, I loved her shit because, I don't know, like, I feel like I relate to her, like, as far as looks and body type and stuff like that. Like, she's a mirroring image of me. Like, I can see myself there. Mm-hmm. Ellen, I fuck with Ellen.
Ellen, she's funny as shit.
All I'm saying is we need to start putting up to get tickets because...
Go to the Ellen show?
She gives away shit all the time. Yeah. She better know.
That's one of the shows we need to go to. We need to walk away with something.
I want to go Wendy Williams. I love Wendy. I don't give a fuck with no. How the fuck is you doing? How you doing? I love Wendy.
I remember yours like we gotta wear different colors of some shit. So, because
they'll separate us. Like, we can't both be up in there with white shirts on. You'll be sitting over there and I'll be over here. So we gotta do the what's it called? Contrasting colors.
I was going to say complimentary.
There we go. Complimentary. I was looking for that word. They all begin with the C. Fuck it.
But no, of course, for me, like, I love the ratchet shows.
Yeah.
Like, what was your top 3? I'm going to let you go first.
My top 3 from the 90s?
Yeah.
Jerry, Maury, and fucking Jenny Jones.
Wait, you stole mine.
Definitely did it.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Did it? Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricki Lake was good too. They was like Ricki.
Yeah, Ricki. I remember when Ricki was fat. Ricki Lake. Remember when Ricki was fat? Yeah, niggas don't know. Like that was like real good. And like for some odd reason, I just feel like Ricki Lake and Jenny Jones, like they fucked with our community, but they didn't like fuck with our community. So like Maury fucks with our community. Like Maury be out here throwing niggas under the bus left and right. He don't have no picks whatsoever. Like you ever peep game that like a bitch will be telling a guy the worst shit she did, and then Maury come out of nowhere and he'd be like, and Cynthia, isn't there something else you want to include?
Oh yeah.
And, no, like left and right. Like he likes that drama shit that I don't know who the father is. I cheated on my wife. Like he likes that ratchet shit. But Ricki Lake and Jenny Jones, they like kind of sprinkled a little bit in there, but for the most part, they had some dope ass, diverse ass shows. Like they had any and everything and everybody on there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I think fucking Backstreet Boys performed on Ricki Lake. Might have been Jenny Jones, but it don't fucking matter because that was the shit back then.
Yeah, that is true.
Back then, yeah, she used to have.
Was that the Ricki Lake or the Jenny Jones show where they would have somebody come out the door?
I think that was Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones?
Yeah. Jenny Jones. And then at one point in time, because you know you gotta go through your. Oh, wait. What are your top 3? Oh, it was the same?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oops, my bad.
And then I throw Ricki Lake in there too. Wait, no. Montel Jordan. No.
Montel Jones. Montel Jones.
I'm saying that's the game. This is how
that
we do
nigga,
it.
So
that was good.
He was good because he faced like a whole bunch of like fucking hardcore topics. But let me tell you what I don't fuck with. And I did for the longest time. Sylvia Brown.
Oh, the psychic.
Yeah. So let me tell you why I fuck with her, right? Because she really had me. She had me. She would have niggas in the crowd crying. Your father, he had some type of issue with his throat. Oh my God, Sophia, my dad died 7 years ago of throat cancer. Yes, that's what he said. But the craziest part about it is that I recently brushed up on a bitch. Mm-hmm. She was a con artist. Her and her husband.
Wow, that's how
they was both
fooling.
Con artists. I don't know if the husband went to jail. They was doing some old crazy illegal shit. Then the bitch supposedly predicted her death. Yeah, that's not the way she died in real life. Like, I was like, yo.
Nothing like it, huh?
Yeah, and then, like, every so often, like, something would happen and, like, they would call her out on it. Like, yo, like, this shit you saying is not real. Like, it doesn't, like, that never happened. That's not the way, you know, such and such died and this, that, and the third. It was just crazy. You gotta read up on her. That shit, I bet you niggas start Googling her now. Whoever watched her back then, if they listening to this, I bet you they Google her.
Yeah, because she had me caught up. I thought she was like real deal. Like,
yeah, me too. I did think that she was real deal. I did. And like I was with the shits for the longest time.
Like Cleo.
Yeah, she made me believe. Right. And when she died, niggas like, I bet you she ain't see that death coming. If she knew. Yo.
But they had a song like back at like the late 90s about like it was called Talk Show Ish or Shish by Shay Jones. You remember that song?
I never heard it before.
She just pretty much talking about her boyfriend like cheating on her and stuff. And Jerry Springer is in the video.
Oh, she's just hyping up the ratchet shit, huh?
Hey, look, it was around the time when Jerry, I don't think they were giving out Jerry beads then. Because that's something pretty new.
No, it's not.
They didn't give out Jerry beads.
They did. Maybe, but that's the thing. Like, what, you're 4 years older than me?
Yeah.
So when I was in like 7th grade, everybody knew about the Jerry beads. So maybe when you were in 7th grade, they wasn't doing it because I was in 3rd grade.
I wasn't watching no Jerry Springer in no 7th grade.
Exactly.
I didn't start watching it till high school.
Well, they had it because I remember, like, we knew about it. We knew about it.
Everybody fucking flashing to get their Jerry beads.
Yeah. Yeah. basically, and you be in school and they be like, you want these Jerry beats? You be like, no, my mom raised me to have respect for myself. Like,
fucking showing your titties. And he just be chilling, Jerry.
Whatever. Yeah, Jerry do be chilling. Fucking, you letting these people act crazy. And then every so often when they pan through the crowd, you'll see somebody whispering to the person next to them, yo, this bitch is crazy. I didn't think this was going to happen.
No, but another funny thing about the Maury show. Why do the dummies always fall for the sexy decoy?
Yo, in the green room, bro, if they put you in the green room, just go to sleep.
Don't talk to nobody.
Just go to sleep. Like, what do you...
Just sit there with your legs crossed and your hands folded. Like, but it's a setup coming.
Right. It's crazy that you say that because I used to always sit up there like, if somebody takes me to Maury, and this is the person... I mean, not Maury, Jerry Springer. Somebody take me to Jerry Springer, and it's the person I'm in a relationship with. 9 times out of 10, they're not taking me on to Jerry to propose. Some fucked up shit happened in the background. Y'all all sit on stage like, nah, Jerry, I love Taquanda, and I don't even know why I'm here. She everything I ever asked for. I just love her so much. And next thing you know, they take you backstage. Taquanda to come out, talk about something. Yeah, I'm sleeping with such and such brother, and the baby not his, the baby really his brother baby. They bring you out. Taquanda got tell
no, they be like, you know that he was listening backstage, right?
Oh yeah,
did he come out screaming? That's how it be.
No, the videos. Who got the videos? Is it Maury? It is Maury.
It's Maury. The sexy decoys in the back.
Yo, they got the videos, and they either always standing outside on the side of the building.
Or in the green room.
No, the videos when they talking about the person.
Oh, it's
always either on the side of the building. It's always either in that black room with the it's like a gate or something. Mm-hmm. And they like, I don't understand why she keeps trying to tell me that the baby is mine. She ain't nothing but a big hoe Maury.
And then they go, then they put the baby picture up on the TV, and they be like, look at that nose.
My baby got the same hairline, Maury. I am 9,000% sure.
And then the results come in.
And they all go running behind stage.
Crying.
They crash into the couch, throw themselves on the floor.
All dramatic and shit.
Then every so often, you'll have the guy that come in the back and he'll be like...
And laugh.
No, not even. No, that's what normally happens. But every so often, a guy will come in the back and he'll be like, you know, I've been in the baby life since they was born, and I always thought the baby's mine. So I'm gonna stay with you, and I'm gonna help raise this baby. Well, they do the updates.
Yeah.
You don't remember the updates?
Yeah, they do the updates.
You never know.
And then next thing you know, they do an update, and then they're like, well, what happened? You guys seemed like you worked everything out, and then.
Well, now he come back on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or they got to get another baby test. Like,
well, Maury, we knew the first baby wasn't mine. I said I was going to stick around, but she been acting funny ever since then. So it's about time we test a new baby. I can't believe you come to find out that baby not his. You just be like, God, Taquanda, just keep your legs closed. Keep them closed, girl. I don't know. Sorry, I got it.
Yeah.
It's real, man. That shit used to piss me off. Those shows give me anxiety. I had to stop watching them. It was just too much bad information swirling around in the air at one time. Like.
So do you think, like, you know, ratchet talk shows set like this, the tone for the ratchet reality TV? Because I think that's where it started. Like.
Yeah, it is definitely where it started. Most definitely. And the craziest part about it is that, like, this whole ratchet phenomenon that we have in this country, it's like a saying that goes along with it. They want to be black, but they really don't want to be black. Mm-hmm. Like, y'all entertained by our culture, you know, the music, everything that comes along with it. But let's be real, like, that's all it is. It's just entertainment. You would never want to step in our shoes and actually live the lives that we live and go through the hardships that we go through because, you know, you're comfortable where you are. You would never want to trade places. Mm-hmm. But you'll get the tickets to go sit down and watch Maury. You'll get the tickets to go sit down and watch Jerry Springer. And you'll get the fucking expensive cable to watch Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I can't front. I'd be like, Monday.
Hell yeah, Monday night, 8 p.m.
Well,
I'm turning that shit on.
I like Black 8.
I don't watch it. I never really was into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I didn't actually start getting into reality TV until about, I'm going to say, probably about 6 years ago.
Yo,
so it's all pretty recent for me.
Do they still play Bad Girls Club?
No, that been ended.
That shit was crazy.
That's what one of my coworkers, when I worked at the group home, my coworker was like, "You don't watch Bad Girls Club?" And I was like, "I don't do no reality TV." And she was like, "What?" And this is an older woman. She was like fucking 50 years old. Like, how could you not watch? Yo, she put that shit on. I was like, "Yo, why are you watching? This is bullshit." The next week. So did they ever figure out the week after that? I can't even believe she said that every single week. And then it got to the point where I was
in.
Yeah, and then it got to, like, I started exploring the avenues of fucking reality TV. Well, what's this? What's that? You know? It's some shows that got canceled that I really fuck with that I wish didn't get canceled.
Like what?
RB Divas of Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
That was my shit. Show. There was another one with the actresses.
What?
I think it was called Divas of Hollywood, and it was a bunch of black female actresses. And Golden Brooks was one of them. What's the one from Friday that played Craig's girlfriend? Paula. Oh, I forget her name. Paula something.
I don't know. I never heard of that show. What did it come on? Like WeTV or Oxygen or some shit?
I think TV1 or some shit like that.
Oh, TV1?
Yeah. But, like, I really like that because, like, it was real. They would talk about how, like, it wasn't that many roles for, like, women like us. I don't think that is limited amount of roles. I just think that you're not as hireable as you thought that you were. Because, you know, like, if Whoopi Goldberg want to go out there because she's a name that's sought after, if she wants to go out there and get a role, she don't even have to ask. All she got to do is put a name in the market and they'll come to her.
Yeah, she would be.
Right, exactly.
No eyebrows at all. You should have.
What happened?
You could go hook her up.
Oh, my eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even look right, though.
Yo, they be gassing me up on Instagram. Like, when I post pictures, yo, read the comments. When I post pictures, they be like, "Them eyebrows, though. Yes, queen." And I just be like,
and you be like, "Oh, thank you."
I be eating it the fuck up every single time, man. I love that shit. Or if I get on live, they be like,
How long it take you to draw them
on? Fill them in. Because I have eyebrows. I just fill them in. That's all.
Well, excuse me.
Probably like a good 5 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. I actually went to this place in Center City, and the girl was like, "I just don't know how you do it. Like, every time I see you," and I'm like, "Girl, YouTube that shit. That's how I learned." What? Hey, you like them? You like them?
Yeah, all right.
You tell me when my eyebrows is fucked up. You do.
Yeah, because one time you were looking like the emoji.
You're over exaggerating.
Sorry.
Yeah. You can back that up though.
But I was like, wait, it's a little bit too much up top. But ever since then.
But they're not supposed to be exactly perfect. And
I know they're supposed to be.
Bitches that walk around.
They're not supposed to be. Because my sister told me this before. They're not supposed to be identical. They're supposed to be
sisters. Yes.
Yeah, something.
They're not supposed to be twins. They're just supposed to be sisters.
Yeah.
That shit is real. That shit is real, bro.
Yeah, I remember she told me that. Whatever.
Yo, so. You know how we was talking about the whole Jerry, like in class, Jerry.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, but there was like a transition because I went to high school in 2001. So like there was this huge transition where you just went from Jerry to, I guess that became like immature. So they'd be like, "Oh." So we had this one teacher, right? I hated the bitch. Her name was Miss SPREAKER. So you know she got that work. What do you think we dubbed her? Just think real hard. I'm going to give you 3 seconds.
I don't know.
Miss Ass Crackers.
Oh.
So every time she would say something, "Jamal, sit down in your chair. Shut Miss Ass Crackers." Ooh. Yo, that shit was too fucking live. I know you had fucked up kids in your school.
Oh, yeah. I went to school in West Philly. I went to Bartram Human Services.
Yeah,
small.
Yeah,
my school was small, so you couldn't really do much. Everybody knew everybody. Like, but my school was dope. Like, they used to let us go out for lunch until somebody
That's because the
was
school was small.
Wait, no, because somebody was fighting and started shooting in front of school, so we couldn't go out no more.
That made the school dope?
No, it was dope because, all right, it's centered around human services. So every Tuesday and Thursday we would go out, and it's called service learning. So you could go to a elementary school and be like a math or reading tutor, or you could go work in a volunteer at a food bank or at a hospital. That was dope about it. And we used to put on these dope ass fashion shows and talent shows and have like Thanksgiving feasts and like dances, and like it was like our school was like dope. Everybody wanted.
It sounds like a regular school.
No, our school was like, that shit was banging.
Yeah,
like
it sounds like a regular school, except that your school was super tiny. My school had over 2,000 students in it. Like we were all Academy High School. So everything your school had, my school had plus more.
No, my school, the fashion shows, like it was known for the fashion show. Everybody used to come to human services. Like
we had a whole
fashion show.
So when you talk about human service fashion shows, we had a whole arts initiative.
But we don't care. We don't care about that.
Because
like
your school,
like I said, like I said,
when
my
niggas
school,
trying to
my
hype
high
up the
school,
basics,
dope. Like, don't hate.
I don't have to hate. I'm just telling you, everything your school had, we had. We were the only all Academy High School in Philadelphia.
I don't care.
You don't care because you're a tiny school. Look at that. Look at you and your feelings.
Listen.
Face all wrinkled up. You can't even make eye contact, Neil.
Listen. All right, whatever.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I ain't saying that.
You hating ass. You hating on my school.
You are hating. Yeah, so what? It was small. But we had fun. You hating on it.
I'm not. Go ahead.
I ain't saying nothing else about schools. Like, you hating right now. So I'm going to just change the subject. What we want to talk about?
Yo, you know what show I used to fuck with her back in the day?
What?
What talk show?
What?
Don't clown me and don't judge me, because I really went hard for the show.
Well, since you're saying that, then you're probably...
I feel like you won't clown me anyway, because it's like the disclaimer.
Ahead.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie, I never watched that. I don't even...
Only Rosie. Because, and it was so crazy because like I could only catch the Rosie O'Donnell show like if I was like at home sick or some shit like that.
Rosie, I can't...
But you got to remember that like I went to like this super diverse school. Like you went to school
out you were from Jersey.
Right. You done?
I'm just saying.
You know how you went to school in West Philly? It was predominantly black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, my school had every different type of nationality. Mm-hmm. So it was very, very diverse. So I didn't just stick to one mainstream thing. Mm-hmm. I bounced around all over. So yeah, I did watch the ratchet shit, but I fuck with Rosie O'Donnell too. And it was crazy because I remember Rosie going from being like fucking chubby with long hair to like real butchy at some point in time. But then like her guests that she would have on, like they would be like dope as shit. Like she would have anybody and everybody.
So what they used to talk about?
Everything. It was almost like a late night show during the daytime. Like you know how a late night show, like they got the desk and the person comes out and shit like that.
Oh,
that's the type of show
that.
she had. Right, she had that type of talk show. It wasn't like one of those Oprah vibes. It was like the desk and everything with the coffee mug. And
got you.
She would have everybody and she would interview them and she would have like singers and shit like on.
Yeah.
And that was another thing. Like I was into theater and stuff like that, and so I could relate to that shit. Plus, her background had like a whole fucking theme park in it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that shit, because it was like live and it had like a lot of imagination to it. Like, it kind of spoke to me. It was like whimsical, I guess.
Whimsical.
Yeah, and then the craziest part about it is that this guy, Gelman, he produces like the majority of them shows. So he did her show, Regis, fucking, he worked with Wendy Williams. Yeah, all of them. He do all their shows. So them successful shows, he's usually the man behind the mirror.
Scenes.
Yeah, he is. That's what we need to get in contact with. We need to.
When I do a talk show, would I be sitting here like this, sipping my tea, like The View, or will we be at a desk?
We would be at a desk, like The View, like at a desk, and bring people out and like grill them, ice grill them.
You would want to drill people, like.
Get under their skin, get them to pop on TV. No, not at all. That's not, nah. I would prefer to have something like Wendy.
Wendy.
Yeah, like to get all like the goods and the dirt, because that's the one thing about her is that
Like
bitch is straightforward no matter who's sitting in front of her. She will say it to your face and she holds no fucking bars.
Yeah, because that's what you want. Like if it's somebody coming on, they pretty much know Wendy gonna hit you with the shit. Like you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
For anything coming to her.
And if she don't have like, if like you got all positive shit on for you, she not gonna fuck with that. But she gonna bring up your enemies.
Yeah.
That's like I can't front. Like I fuck with that. Like so hard. Like yeah, when fucking Remy was on there, like you know this bitch gonna bring up Nikki.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
See, I don't really watch Wendy. Like I'll see a clip on Instagram that somebody posts something, but I don't like actually watch the show.
Yeah. I used to watch it more.
When does it come on anyway? Is it every day?
I have no idea because now, like, I used to work at night. Now I work during the daytime, so I don't keep up with any of that stuff. So, yeah, like, I do watch clips and stuff like that now. But, like, her shit still pop. Like, fuck that. Her shit still bang. Hell yeah.
I don't really get into talk shows anymore. I'm more so in, like, the forensic science shit, the Snapped or killer couples and shit like that.
Oh, yeah. Yo, my grandma used to be heavy. And I'd be like, yo, grandma, you got to go to church in an hour. You watching this? And she'd be like, yeah. And if my van comes too early, I get upset if I don't figure out who killed who and why. And I was like, yo, you were into that shit, though? Yeah, grandma was lit.
Yeah, you get caught up in that.
So let me ask you something. I'm about to throw you on the spot. If we had a talk show, what would you want it to be called?
I don't know. Why can't we just continue with the brand and a couple joins? That's it. Like,
and have like Philly skyline in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be so dope.
That would be dope. And then we can
Could you imagine Mike producing it for us? Every time the camera panned to him, he'd just be I don't know. I don't know. That's how he would be. Like he wouldn't even know we talk about it right now.
That would be cool to have a talk show.
Yeah, dreams. That's what it's all about, right? The dream.
Yeah.
Dream big. Dream. Hell yeah. What?
You looking at me all. But what's so funny? I want to laugh. But yeah, my top show would have to be, it's between Maury and Jerry, but I think it would be Maury. Because Jerry is just pretty much fighting. You could predict that, but Maury, I think it's more, it's cooler for me because I like to play the guessing game sometimes, especially with is it a boy or a girl type thing? And
or the sexy transformations. When they bring them out and they be like,
oh yeah,
they be like, Jared was a geek 10 years ago, but now
and now he's a stripper or some shit.
Right, he bust through the fucking paper and shit with his fucking silhouette on it. Or remember the makeovers?
The makeovers?
Yeah, when they would give people makeovers.
I don't remember that. I just remembered the transformation and they bring on a person that they had a crush on or somebody that used to pick on them all the time.
Yeah,
and then they come out with the guys come out all buff and shit.
Yeah.
With all this baby oil on, fucking dancing and shit.
Yeah, probably steroids and shit. I think that for me, and this is going to be completely out of the box, you probably look at me sideways, but I'm going to have to go Oprah.
Oprah?
Yeah. Oprah revolutionized the game for herself. Number one, Oprah made her money by syndicating her program. And, Ebert and Rupert, the two from back in the day that used to do the 2 thumbs up for the movies.
Yeah.
She went on a date with him. And she was just like, they're offering me the show, but how do I monopolize? He told her to syndicate the show. And she did. And now she has her own channel, her own fucking magazine.
Doing a
like,
damn thing.
She's on every single cover of her magazine. Like, that's lit. You could never fucking tell me anything like outside of I'm the shit. Like, you just can't. I was the girl that at 30 years old, 35 years old, I went to my boss and said, my white male coworker make more money than me. And he said, well, you don't need to make more money than him. So, yeah, that's the way it's going to be. Now look at her.
Yeah.
If she wants to pay you to eat your own shit, she could do it because it's fucking Oprah.
Yeah, but I don't need my own shit.
Well, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that she made fucking just between me and you, a mountain from a molehill.
Between me and you. Yo.
Yeah,
that was funny.
I fuck with it.
So, we're coming to an end.
Yeah. What you naming it?
Since it's about talking about talk show, we're gonna name this joint Jerry, Ricki, Jenny, and them. But yo, so we're gonna wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Thanksgiving this week.
Yeah, Thanksgiving this week. Yeah.
So we'll see everyone next week. You gain a couple of pounds. Talk about those casseroles and everything. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Instagram, Itchy by Miko, or find the podcast, A Couple Jones podcast. The link is in the bio to listen to this episode. And
I am Mixed Butterfly.
And if you want to check us out on any other platform, we're on SPREAKER, Stitcher, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Isn't that how it go?
Yeah. iHeartRadio. Is it? Yo, it's crazy. You could change the whole.
All right, now you're about to drag this out a whole nother 5 minutes. We got to wrap it up.
I'm just being honest. You can really change that shit. You just fuck up a couple syllables, man. That's it. Sorry.
You done?
All right. Good night.